We got one more tiny segment for you guys.
Yeah.
We're
Sure
going
do.
to do Gary's Games. Tell us what's up, Gary.
This, I believe, is a game where we are going to be reading AI created text. So a story, a very short story created by AI. We probably have enough time just to do one short one each, do you think? Or is that how do we want to do it similar to this where we'll I don't know how we want to do it. Jeff, do you have it on your screen or do you need me to bring it
I
up
do
there?
have it on my screen.
Sweet.
So, how are we going to do this? Okay, so I think we should each do one.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
get suggestions from the audience in which voices.
Mm.
So, audience
Great.
members, you say which narrator and what kind of voice you want to hear. And we will generate this shit. Ahmed, are you ready to
Excellent.
share my screen here?
Here we go. Okay.
You guys will have to read the comments. I can't see them because
Yeah.
all I have is the
Okay.
screen.
Keeping an eye. I have.
All right.
All right.
So this is a sample. This is just to show you guys how this program works. This is very good. There's so much to do with the story. The thing is, there are so many different stories that you can tell every day, and that is really great. But at a certain point, you just look at the data and say to yourself, "Wow, this is great. I can do it here, but I have to keep working. I have a lot to do to get here." You start to believe in things that are simple, so much more complex, and then you get very deep into it, and you get very deep into it, and it's just amazing. I guess this is something that
just
you could ask for your wife. So it just kind of
It's a weird one.
rambles.
Yeah,
It's
just
a
ramble.
rambling. It just
So-
creates a ramble.
We have a Butters voice, but as Felix, and we have a Speak and Spell voice. We have two of those recommendations.
What is speak and spell voice?
Just,
Oh, is
I
that-
think Microsoft Sam robotic as shit.
Mm-mm.
Or I don't know actually. Was that a thing over here? Speak and Spell.
Oh yeah,
Like a weird voice.
yeah. Well, it was like you know how video games, the handheld ones, used to be like standalone machines, and there wasn't
yeah.
even graphics, right? They were like black cutouts that would light
Yeah,
up or
yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
So it was that era, maybe even earlier. But the speak and spell would be like, it would say a word, and then you were supposed to type it out. I think I can't remember how it worked because I never had one, but
It's like a little
the
laptop.
commercials were everywhere. But yeah, and
The
it
cow
sounded
says,
kind of like this,
"Moo."
except even shittier. It sounded so shit. It was
Cool.
amazing. Yeah. So what
So
else
we
get?
got speak and spell. We got Butters, but as Felix, like Felix the cat. Butters. Can anyone do a Butters voice?
Yeah, I can do one. It's not quite there. I think this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is.
yeah.
This is very good. There is so much to do with the story. The thing is, there are so many different stories that you can tell every day.
So we can generate. Is Butters one of our? We're gonna take it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
we
Take
can.
it,
yeah.
Butters. All right, I'm gonna start a new one. Generating.
That's why I wrote a book. One of the things that struck me was that we were trying to say that what I call self-love really is about a whole range of people. That's why I wanted to do a book, which is to talk about the self. In the end, I didn't want to do any book I never even knew existed. I went back to my friends and said, why don't I go back to my parents' house
Nice.
and used to talk to... Why don't I go back to how my parents used to talk about you? And it wasn't until after writing those books that I realized what I had done. Why is this important? The thing about love is that a lot of people in marriage are afraid that they will be loved when they marry. In my experience, they are always afraid of what will happen to them because they will never get married. And they know what they want, and they are going to get what they have in life, whether it's marriage or divorce or any other decision. But in fact, what I want to tell you is that this is not the sort of thing that will give them a break because they don't feel as if they have the freedom to do what they want in life or who they want to marry.
Holy crap.
If you want to have a long life and to be a good person, you don't want to be the kind of person who will never give up. And this isn't the thing that I'm going to give you.
Whoa.
That's
Okay.
profound.
So this
That was
is
great.
this is a crazy story generator that I kind of like the other one that you guys suggested a little bit better, but we'll keep going on this. Okay, so what's the next
Maybe
what's the
we'll
next
play that
voice?
next time. Next voice. People.
What do we
What is
got? We got
interest?
robotic voice. We got the see and say, or speak and spell. We need more voices. Give us some more voice
Give us some more.
suggestions. Let's hear that in the chat.
who's
Ahmed,
next?
if you've got any voice suggestions, Gary, why don't you take the next one,
I'll go next.
and we'll whatever the voice
Well,
that comes up.
What's up that we haven't done is the speak and spell, which I'm not very familiar with, and a robotic voice. So if we don't get a
The guy
winner in
from
the
the guy from before.
Klingon.
Ahmed says the guy from before.
Everyone just wants to hear that guy narrate everything.
Yeah.
I think Gary Simmons called it. It was. I think my voice was just a high pitched Butters like. Ah!
Was it Butters?
I don't know. A dragon voice, Darth Vader. Oh man, if only I had such
Ooh.
depth to my voice. I can't do it. You got a deep voice,
Justin?
Justin. If you want to do Darth Vader,
I could try Darth Vader.
Jeff as Snack or Boxy. We can do the. Hold on.
Here's the story. Here's the story. I remember it well. I was standing at the bar.
Oh, is that cut? Is that cut? Is that like putting you off?
No, not at all. Not at all. Should I? Oh, am I taking the next one?
Fuck.
I forgot.
Oh yeah. Do you want to take
I'll-
the next one or shall I?
Sure,
Or
sure.
do-
I'll jump on as I'll jump on as James
Yeah.
Earl.
Yeah.
I'll
go.
try
I'm,
my.
I'm gonna be
cadet
your
low.
respirator in the background.
I might just turn into Mufasa with a respirator.
That's fine. It's the same thing.
At least it would have kept him alive. Spoilers.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. All right. Here's the story. I remember it well. I was standing at the bar of my hotel, and a girl walked by me and asked her where I work or what I am doing in my career. I thought she should ask what is the job, and she immediately said, "My name is Michael. I'm a professional, a writer, a filmmaker. I work in this field to help my community, to give them the opportunity for growth. I think it's absolutely great to be able to tell stories here and bring that passion to the world." And they did. I am so lucky to have had the opportunity and to be such a part of it. As a child, I saw a lot of things that I didn't know about. Film, and what I didn't understand. to be a filmmaker. People talking about getting paid to do this. Or just about how lucky I am to be doing something you love. I remember this. And the people around me who have seen so many of my work in the media. And seen so many of my friends. They would say, "Hey guys, the first thing you want to know there is this." That is what I thought. That's what I thought about it.
It's like Darth Vader's slam poetry.
And now, that's what I am doing with my film work. It's a wonderful opportunity to help people see the world and see the ways in which there is an opportunity for growth through storytelling and working with the...
Perfect. That was a very good Darth Vader slam poetry.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have more suggestions yet in the chat?
Let me see. Tinkerbell voice, Sam Jackson voice, author. What? Oh, no, that's different. Dragon voice, Klingon.
I like Sam. Can you do a Sam Jackson, Gary?
Not a great one. I think people just shout like ah. Have you ever seen the Dave Chappelle skit, the Sam Jackson beer?
No.
It's real old. It's like based on Sam Adams. He's like, "It's my beer, motherfucker." It's very funny. I could try, but I mean, just be shouting. I think Ahmed says, please one more. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he wants another. Yeah,
I
up
think
to you. We got Stewie. We got.
Can you do Stewie?
Dewey Griffin. I'll give it a go. Is there a story?
Let's go.
He did apparently was an impression of Rex Harrison. Okay. I remember going to my favorite place, one of the many
Nice.
great places in America, and sitting in the same room and talking to my brother. He came up to me and told me, "Can I tell you some stories?" And I said, "I really want to. I really want to." And we started talking, and he said, "Why don't you do that? Tell me, you see what I saw and see what I didn't see." And that's when I started telling stories, Brian. I began telling stories. The first thing I said to my brother during that time, I said, "Tell me which one told